Welcome to Cosmo Talks. I'm Petra. In this episode, we explore what the yo-yo effect really is and how you can be a good host for your microorganisms, because together you form a fascinating ecosystem. And when the interaction is right, when the crosstalk functions optimally, you flourish. You lose weight, you gain it back. You lose, you gain. Always the same cycle. And each time it seems harder to lose weight and easier to gain it back. We call it the yo-yo effect and blame ourselves. No discipline, no perseverance. But what if the yo-yo effect isn't a willpower problem? What if your microbiome remembers that you dieted and responds? In 2016, researchers from the Weizmann Institute published a remarkable study. They had mice repeatedly lose and gain weight, the yo-yo pattern. What they discovered, after weight loss, the microbiome remembered the previous obesity state. Even when weight normalized, the microbiome remained in a configuration that promoted rapid weight gain. When these mice were again exposed to high-fat food, they gained weight faster than mice that had never dieted. Their microbiome was working against them. The researchers called this microbiome memory. The ecosystem in your gut remembers your previous state and steers you back there. This memory isn't in your genes, it's in the composition and function of your microbiome. And it can persist for months after a diet, long after you thought everything was back to normal. At Cosmo Group, we saw this pattern in people with a history of repeated dieting. Their microbiome profiles were often remarkably poor, as if there were scars from previous diets. Certain strains that should normally be present were permanently reduced. A woman in her mid-40s, after 20 years of cyclical dieting, had a microbiome that looked as if it had been emptied out. Despite now eating normally, her weight remained unstable. Her system was programmed for scarcity. The microbiome that remained was optimized for maximum energy extraction from minimal food. Exactly what you don't want when you're trying to manage weight. We worked on restoring diversity, not dieting, but rebuilding. It took months before her microbiome stabilized, and with it, her weight. The yo-yo effect is not a character flaw. It's microbiome memory. Your gut bacteria remember your diet history and respond as if scarcity could return at any moment. They optimize for storage. They increase energy extraction. They send signals to your brain that strengthen hunger. This doesn't mean you're doomed to yo-yo forever. It means your approach needs to change. Not another crash diet, but restoration of your ecosystem. Building diversity, rewriting the memory. This takes time, but it breaks the cycle. The biohack. No more crash diets. If you want to lose weight, do it gradually, maximum half a kilo per week. This gives your microbiome time to adapt without going into scarcity programming. And between weight loss attempts, periods of weight stability, at least as long as the diet period, give your microbiome time to reset. Slow and steady beats fast and dramatic every time. This was Cosmo Talks. Health emerges in interconnection, not in isolation. Your body is not a machine, but a living system. Taking control starts with conscious awareness. Want to be part of a community of like-minded people? Visit cosmogroup.eu. Until next time.